Hi, everybody. Welcome back to another Friday. We're talking about, again, anxiety. I can't remember how many weeks it's been now, but I know it's been quite a few weeks. Today, I wanted to talk a little bit about our attitude because our attitude definitely has a play in how we manage our anxiety, how high it can get, and what it looks like to really deal with it in a healthy way. And really, when we think about our attitude, we're thinking of a thought or feeling that has settled. We've settled in some way on something specific. So think about a topic just in your own head that is something you have a thought and you have a specific feeling that you're really settled on. For example, I'm going to choose tacos. I'm actually filming this on Thursday, and it's always Taco Thursday here at our house. And so I have a very specific attitude when it comes to tacos. I absolutely love them. I have very positive feelings about them. When I think about tacos, it makes me happy. When I know we're getting tacos from one of our favorite local restaurants, it puts me not only in a good mood, but I'm very settled and distinct. Like, I'm not going to sit there and say, well, I'm not sure I really want that tonight. I'm going to be like, oh yeah, we're getting tacos and we're getting it at this place and it's going to be a good night. And so I'm very settled on that. And maybe you have a topic that in your mind, in your heart, that you're really settled on. I used a positive example, but there's also a lot of things that could be really hard or really hurtful or stressful that we're settled on, and we have a specific attitude about as well. A lot of times with how much we've been losing and how much things have been changing, we need to be intentional about what attitudes we have and why we're having the attitude we're having about whatever is going on at the time. I know for recently my son is graduating, and we've talked about his attitude towards graduation and what does that look like for him and how he can choose the attitude he wants when he looks back and remembers this. Sometimes it seems like the attitude we have, the settled way of thinking or feeling about whatever the topic is beyond our control. The reality is the attitude's not beyond our control. Maybe the circumstances are beyond our control, but the settled way we think and feel about it is not. And that's something that we can not only control, we can pray about and ask the Lord to give us wisdom and insight into what kind of attitude we need to have about this. Maybe we do need to have an anger towards whatever that topic is because there's injustices that are being done. Maybe there's a sadness that comes along with whatever that topic is, and that's right, and that's exactly where you need to be. And maybe it's not. Maybe it needs to be shifted or it needs to be changed. And that's where I would really love to be able to encourage you this weekend and in this coming week in your thought process, in your feelings, to not just have an attitude about something, but when you recognize that you're in an attitude, whether it's a positive or a not so positive one, that you're able to slow down and begin to process really how you decided to have that attitude. And again, this is such a subconscious process. We don't sit there and think, well, I'm going to choose today to have this kind of attitude. It's just more like an immediate response or reaction that we have. And so I want to encourage you and challenge you this week and weekend to really think about what kind of attitude you have about things that are causing you some anxiety. Maybe you write them down on a piece of paper, the top 5 things that you recognize, or maybe there's not even that many, maybe there's more, and that's all okay. If you feel like you're getting stuck in any of these, please feel free to call me or email me. I would love to discuss these with you and pray with you through them, because I know that as we begin to take control and to change the narrative about the attitude we have and why it's there, while our circumstances may not be different or changed, how we're walking through it is. And that makes all the difference. I hope you have a great weekend, and I'll talk to you soon.